So recap, UFC on Fox. Israel Adesanya, the Stylebender, the last Stylebender versus Marvin Vettori. A lot of people are hyping this guy up. He's supposed to be the next Jon Jones. The difference between Jon Jones and this guy is that Jon Jones was a wrestler. He started out wrestling, right? He was not a striker. He was a JUCO national champion. This guy, the last Stylebender, he's a striker. You know, he's got a great kickboxing record and a boxing record. He doesn't have a whole lot of great ground game, as you can see in that last round. You know, he got taken down a few times. Granted, he was able to get back up to his feet. This is the first time he went to a decision. This is his second fight in the UFC. But I mean, I don't know if he's the next Jon Jones. I mean, as far as stature goes, you know, Jon Jones is about 6'4". He has 84.5 reach, which is the longest reach in UFC, I think. And this guy he's about 6'3" and he has an 80-inch reach. So, you know, physically he's very similar. You know, he fights at 185. Jon Jones is at 205. But Jon Jones was a special athlete, man. You know, even in his first fight, I think he made his UFC debut back in UFC. I think it was 87. And he took the fight on short notice. I think he took the fight on, like, you know, 2 week notice. And, you know, he showed some holes in there. But in his next fight against Stephen Bonner, man, he dominated that fight, at least for the first 2 rounds. He was throwing, like, the spinning elbows, the suplexes. I mean, it was incredible. And Stephen Bonner is such a big dude, but he was just tossing him around. But he did show some vulnerability. He got tired in that 3rd round, so that Stephen Bonner was tagging him. And this is kind of what I see here, you know. The Stylebender, he got taken down in the 3rd, took some damage. So I see some similarities, but, you know, they're 2 different fighters. And I don't think there's ever going to be another one like Jon Jones.
Derek Cleary scores the contest, 29-28, Adesanya. Chris Lee scores it, 29, split decision, Israel.
I'm still super impressed with this guy. His ability to control the distance. He's got such a long reach, especially at 185. He may have the longest reach at 185. And he's able to just step in and hit somebody with an elbow similar to Jon Jones. He's got excellent head movement. He's very creative. But again, I don't think he's as creative as Jon Jones. And I think he's definitely a guy that's going to be a threat in the division, especially if he's comfortable with his wrestling, with his jiu-jitsu, because Jon Jones got excellent wrestling. He's got excellent wrestling, excellent jiu-jitsu. I think Jon Jones has one of the scariest ground and pounds ever, right? Not even in UFC history, but like in MMA history, Jon Jones is scary. You don't want to be playing guard when Jon Jones is on top. Like, that's the last place you want to be. You know, we saw what he did to Brandon Vera. 1 elbow, broke his orbital bone. He is scary, obviously, and he is scary on the feet. He's scary just everywhere. Whereas this guy, the last Stylebender, he's scary on the feet, but not as scary, right? He definitely has holes, and I think a lot of guys want to probably fight him now because they want to get him early. You know, they want to get him while he's young. They don't want to get him. They don't want him to grow up and fight him 2-3 years from now on. So I think he's definitely a talent, and you know, I can't wait to see what's next for him because I think he's only going to get better and better. So let me know in the comment section, who do you want to see him fight next? Okay. I don't think you want to throw him against the top dogs too early. I think you got to build this guy up, man, because he definitely has a lot of potential. But let me know who you want to see him fight next.